In a highly contentious Monday Night Football clash between the Buffalo Bills and New York Jets, a roughing the passer call on Bills defensive end Epenesa left fans, analysts, and even players questioning the NFL's officiating standards. The incident came after what appeared to be a routine sack of Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, where Epenesa, after bringing Rodgers down, had his body weight land on him. This prompted a roughing the passer flag due to what referees cited as an unnecessary second act. This rule aims to prevent defensive players from putting excessive weight on quarterbacks, as it increases the risk of injury, but the call's application in this instance left NFL viewers baffled. Criticism erupted almost instantly, both online and in the broadcast booth. Veteran quarterback Rodgers himself seemed to subtly acknowledge the perceived harshness of the ruling, mouthing what appeared to be an apology to Epenesa on the field. Football analysts, from ESPN's Mina Kimes to former players like Chris Long, were quick to voice their frustration, joining fans across social media in their assessment that the call was one of the worst roughing the passer penalties in recent memory. The rule that penalizes defenders for landing their full body weight on a quarterback is meant to protect quarterbacks, particularly those with high visibility like Rodgers, who has previously missed games due to injuries sustained on heavy hits. However, critics argue that the expectation for players to control their momentum after initiating a tackle defies the nature of a fast-paced, full-contact sport. Once engaged in a tackle, defensive players like Epenesa are subject to physics, making it difficult to shift their body weight mid-air without risking injury to themselves or compromising the effectiveness of the tackle. Across social media, notable football voices chimed in. Analyst Ted Nguyen labeled it one of the worst rules in sports, while Field Yates of ESPN simply called it a disgusting call. Others were more blunt, with former NFL quarterback Troy Aikman expressing, in as professional a tone as he could muster, that the officiating decision was puzzling, likely sharing the same disbelief as many fans. Tyler Dunn sarcastically remarked that Epenesa forgot to levitate off the ground, highlighting the unrealistic expectation placed on defenders. The NFL has been under scrutiny for similar calls throughout recent seasons, as attempts to protect quarterbacks have increasingly led to contentious rulings. Fans argue that such decisions alter the dynamics of the game, affecting team momentum and leaving defenses feeling handicapped. While the intent behind roughing the passer rules remains to minimize quarterback injuries, instances like this one continue to provoke questions about whether the NFL is overprotecting its quarterbacks at the expense of fair play. The incident has stirred fresh calls for the NFL to revisit its roughing the passer rules, balancing the need for player safety with the integrity of defensive gameplay. Until then, debates over these penalties are likely to persist, especially in high-stakes games where such calls can significantly alter outcomes.